Hey everybody, welcome to GGS Railways. My name is Greg. This is my YouTube channel. Alright, tonight we're going to talk about the upcoming July 4th and the July 4th video that we're going to be working on tonight and some other nights as well. If you've been a part of my channel for the last year, you may know or may not know, you may not have noticed that I didn't do a July 4th video last year. And it wasn't because I forgot or because I didn't think about it. It's because I thought it would be easy. And frankly, that was a mistake. So my thought was, surely with all these American-made trains and older styles at that I would have something that was red, white, and blue and plenty of American flags. Bzz, nada, nothing. So all right, this year I have consciously gotten some things together. I've done some things, and we'll talk about that here in a moment to some degree. But before we get into all that, I'm going to talk about kind of some of the nostalgia, why this is exciting, important to me, what it means to me. Of course, I'm proud, obviously, to be in the country that we are. We share a lot of freedoms. We also share a lot of struggles and challenges too, but that's part of it. So all right, before we get into all of that, so I noticed right before I started this video that we hit 44,000 some odd subscribers. So, okay, that is incomprehensible to me. I just don't know. But anyway, thank you so much. So I can't help but recall that when when I started this channel, that getting to 1,000 subscribers was like this major feat. It was a big deal. And my point of saying that is not self-serving. My point of saying that is, if you have a YouTube channel that you're currently watching that's kind of on the new side that hasn't yet reached that 1,000 subscriber mark, and you're not yet a subscriber, do it. Subscribe to them. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. And I mean, I tell you what, it will mean the world to somebody when they hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. And after that, frankly, YouTube, I don't know, it kicks into a different gear, and before you know it, 44,000 subscribers. All right, so I'll get off my soapbox on that. Let's get the video started. Alright guys, so I have a number of O-scale offerings here on the table, and we're going to talk about all these. Believe it or not, this is all kind of related in a way through nostalgia, my childhood, and we'll talk about how all this stuff is related in a minute, and we'll talk about the upcoming July 4th video, because that is actually what the video is about. But before we get into all that, I'm going to do a shameless self-promotion. You may have noticed the GGS Railways coffee mug here. These are quite nice. These are available in my store. They're not real expensive, and I like it. I like it a lot. And I mean, I'm not just saying that because there's GGS Railways on it, although I do like that. The coffee mug is quite nice. It holds just enough coffee that it's not cold before you get into it, but it just holds enough coffee that you'll be satisfied with the amount of coffee. So there you go. Get you one. If you're into coffee mugs at all, I promise you'll like this. It's kind of a dark blue color with yellow. It's quite stunning, actually. All right, so let's get started with the actual video. All right, so let's get this started. Let's talk about how this stuff is related. Now, believe it or not, we're going to start in what will probably seem like an illogical spot until I explain it. So we're going to start with this Lionel 8302, and this obviously came as a complete set. And when I was 12 years old, I got this for Christmas. Now, I think I was 12, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I could have been 13, but I'm almost certain I was 12, and I'll tell you why. So, all right, so I got this, and let me tell you, I thought that green color and the black, man, that is just stunning. That's awesome. And yeah, it got me a bit pretty hard with the model train bug. So, all right. The reason I think I was 12 is because when I turned 13, either with my parents' permission or just I decided it, I'm really not sure which, I decided I was going to make some money. I was going to mow some grass. And for my younger viewers, people that may not be of my generation, believe it or not, you used to be able to do that. You used to be able to knock on people's doors and, do some little chores and stuff for them and make a few dollars. And so anyway, one of the ladies that I convinced that I should be able to mow her grass had this and this tender in her shed, leaky shed. And once again, it was a complete set. And it was in a 5-gallon bucket that was full of water. And somehow, Greg, being the non-business person that he is, worked this deal to where I would mow her grass all summer long if I could have that model train. So I don't know if she knew or what, but anyway, so I worked all summer mowing her grass to get this guy right here. So all right, it was not until not terribly long ago that this guy never worked. I mean, it was in pieces. It was, yeah, was pretty much a disaster, and sitting in water for God only knows how long. So all right, so for years I just could look at it. I couldn't really do much else with it. So my 12, 13-year-old self painted it black. Decided I didn't like it just black. So I had these little gold accents. This is the works of a 13-year-old. Yes. So, but yeah, I mean, it has a lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories, a lot of really good positive things. And anyway, that's how I wound up with that, and that's why it means so much to me. So you can imagine my thrill, my joy, when I saw, and let's see if we can make him pull forward on his own. I'm gonna go backwards. Saw this guy on eBay. Wow. So all right, so this, in case you missed it, in case it escaped you, is the same. Is the same locomotive as somebody has painted this blue with the gold accents, and yes, obviously they did quite a bit better job than my 13-year-old self did. So when I saw this on eBay, I kind of had to have it. So all right, as I alluded to earlier, last year I wanted to do a July 4th video, which means red, white, and blue American flags, all that good stuff. And I didn't have a single red, white, or blue anything, and I didn't have anything with American flags on it, and it really just kind of hit home to me because my trains are older and they're definitely very much American made, so I just quite didn't get that. So anyway, this year I figured I'm going to do better. So all right, I bought the blue locomotive and the blue tender. Now then after that I bought this tank car and this caboose, and I paid a total of, I believe, $1.69 for both on eBay. Yes, I paid more for shipping than I paid for the cars. And anyway, they're interesting. They were not salvageable. The lithographing, obviously, once they get rusty enough, they are no longer any good. So I didn't really feel any remorse or bad about repainting these. So I painted it white with the gold trim, and then I didn't even notice it until I actually got it, but it's missing the end. So I found something. I think this is a cap for I don't know what. So all right, yeah, I did that, and then of course painted the caboose red with the gold trim, and yeah, so we have red, white, and blue, and so it's not quite done yet. I'm going to do a few other little things. We'll leave that for a surprise for later. So I said that this is the same locomotive, but this guy is going to be newer than this guy. Now, Marx was good, bad, however you want to say it, about making the same thing for years and years and years. And the only reason that I know that this one's newer is because it's got a different butterfly type coupler, whereas this one's just got tab and slot. So all right, let's do what I know that you guys have been waiting on. Let's get this guy and this guy off the table, and let's run this around. Let's see what it looks like, and yeah, let's do it. All right, one of the things that I may have failed to mention up until this point is that, well, I have run this guy, other than what you just saw with me pulling the locomotive forward. These train cars have not run since I painted them, and I didn't run them before I painted them, and like I said, I paid $1.69, so we may be in for a surprise here. They may not want to maneuver the track or roll real well or something, but let's see what we got. It's going to be backwards, of course. All right, here we go. Not bad. Very cool. All right, maybe we'll accent it with a few other things. What do you think? Maybe my little N scale here. We got the steam engine pulling those big old passenger cars. I'm not sure how well that's going to work out, but we're going to try it. Very cool. All right, maybe the HO as well. I had a bunch of train cars here on the HO. I'm not sure why there's so few on it at the moment. Gremlins. All right, I don't know. Anyway, there they go. Very cool. So, all right, let's get this down on the table. We'll get the views that you guys like, and I think you guys will agree that we are definitely on the right track for making this 4th of July video. All right, everybody, so this has been kind of our preview for the upcoming July 4th video. I think we can all agree that blue locomotive with the white tank car and the red caboose, that's very patriotic. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I'm not quite done with the tank car and the caboose. I still have a couple other little things to do, and you'll see when the July 4th video comes out. I think you'll be pleased. All right, guys, well, you know, there's been quite a bit of nostalgia, quite a bit of history, and quite a bit of heartfelt emotion in this one, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I've certainly enjoyed, and it's always fun to share a story, to share a memory, and I appreciate you guys listening and being a part of that. So, all right, guys, until next time, I think this is about it for tonight. GGS Bro is out.